I saw so many things about it online because it's got a very strange plot. It basically, so it's called Miller's Girl. Martin Freeman plays a teacher called Mr. Miller, and then Jenna Ortega is his student. And she's like a writer and is really interested in like writing. And he sets her a paper to write and stuff like that. And it's my favourite review that I saw was, I'd never thought I'd live to see the day to see the Wattpadification of Martin Freeman. If you don't know what Wattpad is, it's like a platform where you can write like fan fiction or just like write your own stories. It was like, I'd say it's more popular like pre 2021 maybe. Like it was like used to like just write fan fiction and stuff like that, which is like fine, whatever. But some of the things on there were not, they were just wild. And basically people are saying that this film is as if like it was a fan written film because it's not very good. I wouldn't recommend it unless you are really invested in the TikTok and social media side of this film. I rated it 3.5 stars out of 5, I think, which is probably the highest rating ever. It's averaged on Letterboxd at 1.9 stars. I rated 3.5 stars because Jenna Ortega was good. I'm a bit scarred by Martin Freeman because I know him from like Nativity, where he also plays a teacher, but he's very different in that. There's only 8 people credited in the cast. It's quite a small film. Like there's not that many other people in the film. And I liked the setting. Like everything was very green and like dark, but it also was very unrealistic. Like it just didn't seem real. Like in the school it was like there was only Jenna Ortega and then like her best friend. What's the actress's name? The character was called Winnie. Let me find out. Gideon Adlon. I cannot read that from here. Okay, yeah, so that was that. Next I watched a film on Netflix. I watched Damsel, which is Millie Bobby Brown's new film that she's in. It's this fantasy film where I think she's a princess, what's the word? The description just says, a dutiful damsel agrees to marry a handsome prince, only to find that the royal family has recruited her as a sacrifice to repay an ancient debt. Thrown into a cave with a fire-breathing dragon, she must rely on her wits and will to survive. It's a fantasy film. That wasn't very good, but it was good for Netflix. So, I rated 3 stars out of 5. It was better than I thought. I was expecting like a really bad film, but it wasn't that bad. My main things were some of the dialogue was like really like flat and just like they were explaining things that we could visually see, and it was kind of like we didn't need that. And like Angela Bassett's in it is really strange. Like you would think, oh my goodness, Angela Bassett's in it, it's gonna be amazing. No. And like it was set in like I don't know if it was like real medieval times, but it was like that kind of era, and everything is so clean and like proper, and it's just very fake in like that kind of thing, and like everything's like shiny and new, when like it just wasn't like a lived in environment. And then like there's a dragon, a fire breathing dragon. I thought the visuals were like, they were fine, they were okay, and like the effects and stuff like that was fine. And I thought it was better than I thought, and I feel like if I was like a teenage girl, like age like 13 to 16, I'd have eaten this film up. I'd have thought it was really good, so I think that's a good thing. It's not gonna win an Oscar, but I enjoyed it. Moving on, the next film I watched was a Studio Ghibli film. I watched My Neighbor Totoro, and I rated this 3 stars out of 5, which I feel like people will hate on me for, but I'm still getting into the Studio Ghibli world. I'm trying to get used to it because not a lot happens in the film. Like, I'll read you the blurb, the synopsis, because this is like a perfect synopsis of what happens. 2 sisters move to the country with their father in order to be closer to their hospitalized mother, and discover the surrounding trees are inhabited by Totoros, magical spirits of the forest. When the youngest runs away from home, the older sister seeks help from the spirits to find her. I don't think you actually introduced to the Totoros until like halfway through the film. And like, as any other Studio Ghibli film, the scenery is so beautiful, and the Totoros are so cute. And there's a cat bus. There is a cat bus. I will insert a picture of the cat bus, because if you're not going to watch the film, you need to at least see the cat bus. I rated 3 stars out of 5. I think a lot of people would rate it higher. I feel like it's very like a comfort film, like a cozy, that kind of vibe. But it's a film that I probably wouldn't like repeatedly watch it over and over again. Like, I wouldn't go back to it. Like, I've seen it, and I'm happy that I've seen it, but I won't probably go back to it for a while. So that was that. The next film I watched was Ratatouille. I have never seen Ratatouille, and I feel like that is a crime. I rated this 4 stars out of 5. I've really been getting into my animated films. There's a lot of animated films coming out this year, especially in the cinema. Kung Fu Panda came out the other day, and it's been really busy at work, so that's good. And then like there's like Despicable Me 4, the Garfield movie that comes out like the end of the year maybe. Inside Out 2, like that kind of thing. So I've been getting on my animated film grind. Yeah, I rated Ratatouille 4 stars out of 5. It was better than I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to explain what happens really, because I feel like you just need to watch it. It's a very classic film about Remy the rat, and I can't even remember the guy's name. That's not a good start. was so good. And then it also introduced Florence Pugh's character and Leia Seydoux, the French actress. And they were both really good in it. And then like Anya Taylor-Joy's in it for like 5 seconds, and it's really strange. But she's also in it. Anyway, that was that film. Then every other film I watched this month was a Star Wars film, because I decided to enter the world of Star Wars, and I watched all of the 9 films. So let's begin. I did it in timeline order, so I started with The Phantom Menace, and I worked my way up until The Rise of Skywalker. So, episode 1, The Phantom Menace. I had no idea what I was walking into, so I googled a bit about it, and I'd seen that the first 3, so Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith, were very hated on, and like they were very lowly rated in comparison to the others, so I wasn't expecting much. But The Phantom Menace, I actually really enjoyed it. I gave it 3 stars out of 5. I've written some notes. Basically, this film reminded me of, I used to have a Nintendo Wii, which is like a games console in like the end of the 2000s, kind of, yeah, I guess, and before, but anyway, and I had a Star Wars, like a Lego Star Wars game, and I used to play that, and some of the game, like parts of the game are from The Phantom Menace, so it reminded me of playing that, and it felt like I was playing the Lego Wii, so that was cool. I think the same for the attack. I think part of it's from the Attack of the Clones as well, so just a bit of nostalgia. Also, Ewan McGregor's voice is really like satisfying. Like I could listen to him speak for ages, and that goes for all 3 of the films. So that's something. But yeah, I rated that 3 stars out of 5. Then we go to Attack of the Clones. 2 stars out of 5. Anakin is so annoying. He's like a whining like child. Like I think he's 19, so maybe I'll let him off. But he's just so annoying, and he's like trying to speak to Padme, like Natalie Portman's character, and I'm like, why are you interested in this? Anyway, and then he's like confessing his like ideology, and it's like some anti-democratic ideology, and it's just obviously because it's just him being the start of Darth Vader, but like, no, he's annoying, get away. Then Revenge of the Sith, I rated this 3.5 stars. But I have no other thoughts. I can't remember anything that happened, because I watched Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith on the same day, so it kind of just felt like one big film, but I remember I liked Revenge of the Sith more. Yeah, I feel like this side of the microphone's really like crispy. Is there a problem with it? I don't know. One sec. Oh. Okay, anyway. So that was the first 3. Then Star Wars, just like the 1977 one. 5 stars out of 5, and I liked it. Like I gave it a little of heart. I loved this film. It was really good. I see why people love Star Wars. I'm gonna change this to make it less. Okay, hopefully it's not as crispy. I see why people love Star Wars, because that was great. People say the CGI and like the effects are bad. Oh well, I can look past that. Same for the other 3 that I just reviewed. Like, I don't really care that much. It's almost like more entertaining than it's bad. most recent films, so Star Wars The Force Awakens. Again, I'd heard bad things about the most recent 3 films, so I'm